With these two mowers, this is the older one, this is the bit newer one. I don't know much about the eras, haven't really looked into it. They slightly changed the shrouding on the exhaust. See how the exhaust pokes out of this one. They've both got the leaky cap. They've both got the air filter, which eventually gives way, and you've got to keep it on with wire. Now this one here, you'll see if you look here, this one has an official Rover Scott Bonner serial number. It's a 2122. This one they didn't bother to fit a serial number plate that I can see yet. Now if you can look at both again, a bit wider angle, this mower's a fair bit lighter, and this one's a fair bit heavier and bigger. This one casts a bit better out the back. No, sorry, this one casts a bit better out of the back than this one does. This one's got a metal flat, this one's got a plastic one. This one's got the screw up handle things, which isn't as nice as this one with the quick release. I'm going to go and I'll show you what we're going to do with these things. We're going to mulch up some piles, a big pile of garden waste that I've accumulated, just to show you how you can use these rotary mowers, and we'll start them and you can hear them run. Alright, we'll go with the waste. Alright, this is what we're going to mow up, and that'll end up in the compost bin. It's a bit chunky like this to put in the compost. You could do it, but we'll do it with the mowers and we'll make a bit of noise. Yeah, let's do that. So classically, these mowers, fuel tap on, it's a standard metal carburetor with a float bowl. The classic is with the choke fully on, 3 pulls to start. Sometimes it's a bit more. They get grumpy, especially that older one, if you push the cable. It has to be fully forward on the throttle to activate the choke. If that choke's just the teeniest bit open where the butterfly hasn't closed, they don't start. You have to make sure that butterfly is fully shut. Alright, we'll do some starting now. Alright, this is the old one. Hasn't been probably run for a year. Fuel on 50 to 1, by the way, both of these. Not many two-stroke mowers ever came out 50 to 1 fuel mix. And that makes them a little bit cleaner, but they're still quite smoky. Anyway, this one might be the bit harder one to start because it's the one I had that cable issue with. Alright, let's see what we get. Slightly different settings in the governors on these. This one will idle a touch higher. Alright, now we'll get to work. Really fun, isn't it, actually? Alright. Okay. Yep. A few seconds to warm up. I never like running a two-stroke car till it's got a bit of heat in it. What about that? Alright, so that's it. There's a few harder bits in there. I was going a bit quicker. Usually you don't install it running into those, but you know, no big deal. And some of those chunky bits I'll pull out at the end. I find generally you don't have to turn the fuel off at the end. It won't flood later. Might run it a bit with the tap off just to drain the carby a touch, but it doesn't get fussy on that. As you can see, this one's got a lovely low idle for a mower in the 1980s. That is still, and it's been thrashed. This was used commercially as well. It's done that probably 100 times. It's incredible. This one does the same job, runs a little bit different, but you know, they were a very great engine. Alright, that's probably it for today. Thanks for watching. Coming out. Maybe a photo with that would be good.